Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Gold Rush Season 14, Episode 5. Teams watch their profits go up in smoke. Gold Rush Season 14 has been a struggle for a couple of veteran miners. Tony Beats and Parker Schnibel have shelled out big bucks for equipment and claims, but don't have a lot to show for it. Meanwhile, Rick Ness is getting to the gold. However, he has some other issues that are taking him down. What is the latest episode entitled Up in Smoke about? What is Gold Rush Season 14, Episode 5 Up in Smoke about? Gold Rush Season 14 is rapidly approaching the halfway mark. Episode 5 is entitled Up in Smoke. What is happening this week? According to Rotten Tomatoes, this episode sounds like more problems for the three gold miners. Floodwaters halt Tony's race to get Indian River gold. Rick's comeback stalls when a water pump goes up in smoke. Parker pressures the crew to open the Unforgiven cut to keep them afloat. This episode of Gold Rush shows a lot of struggle for the two big miners. What happens if there are floodwaters? Mud. Instead of using their limited time and energy to dig into pay and sluicing, the team is stuck. A normal winch is not going to pull that big equipment out. How will the Beats team solve this problem? What about Rick Ness? First, his limited funds mean that he is going to have older, more used equipment. Now, he is dealing with his whole production shutting down due to worn-out parts and breakdowns. Will he get his 1,000-ounce goal? Lastly, Parker Schnibel is struggling big time. He is trying to mine different cuts for fast profits. He keeps talking about bankruptcy. When all of your money is tied up in that big purchase, he has to produce big numbers and fast. But is he forgetting what his grandfather, John Schnibel, taught him in the process? Or is this just bad luck? Season 14 gold totals abysmal so far. Gold Rush fans hoped that this season there would be 3 solid mining teams and that there would be plenty of big weekly gold weigh-ins. However, that has not been the case. Parker Schnibel has managed a mere 9 ounces. Thanks to Chris Dimmitt. That is $18,000, hardly enough to compensate for Parker's big $15 million investment at the beginning of the season. Rick Ness is already rolling. He has weighed in 65.21 ounces in the first 4 weeks. That is worth $130,000. Lastly, Tony Beats and his family have not had a single gold weigh in this week. Minnie has not been able to balance the books with some gold money coming in. Fans of the Discovery show are still waiting for Parker and Tony to start to weigh in some big nuggets. Do you think that the 2 gold mining superstars will get close to their 5,000 and 6,000-ounce goals? The dawn breaks over the gold-rich terrain of the Yukon, painting the sky with hues of gold and amber, a promising omen for the miners of Gold Rush. Yet, as Episode 5 of Season 14 unravels, the glimmering morning sky believes the impending chaos that awaits the determined diggers. This episode, aptly titled Up in Smoke, proves to be a roller coaster of highs and lows, where fortunes are made and dashed in the blink of an eye. As the episode begins, Parker Schnibel's crew is riding high on the success of their previous cleanups. The relentless young miner, known for his insatiable drive and innovative methods, set his sights on a particularly promising patch of ground. The team gears up, spirits high, as they prepare to unleash their formidable machinery on the land. Little do they know, the day ahead will test their mettle like never before. Downriver, Tony Beats, the indomitable king of the Klondike, is faced with a dilemma of his own. His prized dredge, a massive, century-old contraption that has seen him through countless gold-rich seasons, is in dire need of repairs. The machine groans and clanks ominously, a harbinger of mechanical doom. As Tony rallies his crew to undertake the daunting task of salvaging the ancient beast, The tension is palpable. The Dridge's fate hangs in the balance, and with it, Tony's hopes for a lucrative season. Meanwhile, Rick Ness, ever the underdog, is struggling to keep his operation afloat. Plagued by equipment failures and a dwindling budget, Rick's resolve is put to the ultimate test. His crew, a motley band of loyal but weary workers, stands by him, their collective determination a testament to their leader's tenacity. As Rick faces yet another mechanical setback, the pressure mounts, and the specter of financial ruin looms large. Back at Parker's claim, the day starts with promise. The ground yields its golden bounty, and the crew's spirits soar. But as the sun climbs higher, a new threat emerges: smoke. At first, it's just a faint wisp, barely noticeable against the clear blue sky. But soon it thickens, darkens, and billows into a menacing plume. Panic ensues as the crew scrambles to locate the source of the smoke, fearing the worst. Fire in the heart of their operation could spell disaster, not just for their equipment, but for their lives. The smoke leads them to a generator, engulfed in flames. The fire threatens to spread, with fuel tanks dangerously close. Parker, ever the quick thinker, takes charge. He directs his crew with a calm urgency, their actions a well-rehearsed dance of crisis management. Buckets of water and fire extinguishers are deployed with precision, and within minutes, the blaze is subdued. The generator, however, is a charred wreck, and with it, their power supply. Undeterred, Parker devises a contingency plan. He rallies his crew, their resolve steeled by the close call. They improvise, rigging a temporary power solution to keep the operation running. The setback, though severe, is not enough to derail their gold quest. As the sun sets, the team reflects on the day's events, their camaraderie strengthened by the ordeal. Tony Beets, too, faces his share of fiery trials. As his crew labors to repair the dredge, a sudden spark ignites an oil spill. The flames leap hungrily, threatening to consume the massive machine. Tony's voice cuts through the chaos, barking orders with a commanding presence that brooks no dissent. His crew responds with practiced efficiency, dousing the flames and preventing a catastrophe. The dredge, though singed, remains intact, a testament to the crew's skill and Tony's unyielding leadership. Rick Ness's day, however, takes a darker turn. As his team battles yet another equipment failure, the stress takes its toll. Tempers flare, and a heated argument erupts among the crew. Rick, caught between the demands of leadership and the frustrations of his men, struggles to maintain control. The discord threatens to unravel their fragile unity, casting a shadow over their gold mining dreams. In a desperate bid to salvage the day, Rick makes a bold decision. He directs his crew to a new digging site, a gamble that could either pay off handsomely or spell disaster. As the machines roar to life, the tension is palpable. The hours tick by with agonizing slowness, each bucket of dirt a potential fortune or a bitter disappointment. As dusk falls, the final cleanup reveals the results of their gamble. The sight of glittering gold flakes brings a collective sigh of relief, a small but significant victory in an otherwise trying day. As episode 5 draws to a close, the miners gather around their respective campfires, the flickering flames casting long shadows on their weathered faces. The day has tested them in ways they hadn't anticipated, pushing their skills, their resolve,